Grammar number 3. 我二姐有2个女儿。我二姐有2个女儿。Now in Chinese, both 二 and 2 mean 2. However, their usages are very different. So for 二, look, 二 is composed of 2 separate lines. This is for counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that 2. 好, the digit 2, 二, is used generally in numbers when counting to 10 or giving out a phone number. It is used when you are stating a number value such as 2, 12, 22, 62. So 二 12, 22, 62. Or you can use 二 for the ordinal number such as the second, 第二, or floor 2, the second floor, 2楼. All these are for counting. 好, now 2. Okay. 2 is for using in front of a measure word. 好, look 2. Here you see there are 2 persons here in this character. So this 2 loved cuddle with measure word. You use 2 to count the quantity of 2. So you can say 2 students, 2 people. So in other words, when specifying quantities and using measure word to do it, 2 is used. Okay, so this is when you want to say 2 of something. Okay, 2个学生. So again, 2 is for counting, like 1, 2, 3, 12, 22. And 2 is for counting the quantity of 2. So this one is 2个医生, 2 doctors. 2个律师, 2 lawyers. Here, there are girls, 2 girls. So you say 2个女孩子, 2个女孩子. Here are 2 Northeastern students. So you can say 2个大学生, 2个大学生. Here, there are 2 Chinese people here. So you may say 2个中国人, 2个中国人. Now here are 2 teachers. So you say 2个老师, 2个老师. Here, there are 2 boys. So 2个男孩子, 2个男孩子. Now here are mothers and children. So 2 mothers, 2个妈妈, 2个妈妈. Again, 我二姐 means your second sister, second older sister. 有2个女儿, she has 2 daughters. So you use 2个女儿. This is a measure word. Use 2 before the measure word. And for 2 for the ordinal number, second older sister. Next, 我爸爸妈妈1个哥哥2个妹妹和我. Now, excuse me, this grammar is about the pronunciation of E. Now, E has tone sandy. Its rule is the same as 不. 好, so when E stands by itself, like you're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the pronunciation is first tone, E. So you can say 11, 11, 11. 好, second, if E goes before a fourth tone word, now remember, fourth tone is very strong. It's a falling, drastic falling tone. When it goes before a falling tone, fourth tone, E become a second tone. This is like a seesaw. This is heavy, and the E become a light rising second tone. So for example, 一个中国人. Now you may ask why this is a neutral tone. Now the original tone of 个 is fourth tone. So you say 一个中国人, 一个中国人, E becomes second tone. Now, E, when it goes before a, when E goes before a word that is first tone, second tone, or third tone, you may use a fourth tone for E as the pronunciation. So in this case, for example, 一张照片, 张 is first tone, so it's lighter. So you can use E as a fourth tone here. 一张照片, E is fourth tone. Again, if E, for counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you can use E, 11, they're both first tone. When E goes before a fourth tone word, it becomes a second tone. If E goes before a word that is first tone, second tone, or third tone, this E is a fourth tone. Okay, so it changes when it goes before the fourth tone. Okay, 一个中国人 and 一张照片. We haven't learned many measure words that's second tone or third tone, but in the future, when we see that, we'll point out the pronunciation of E. 好 ，Next， 哥哥妹妹都是大学生。哥哥妹妹都是大学生。都 is an adverb. It is used to express all or both. It appears after the subject here. 哥哥妹妹 are the subject. Now, a common mistake you may make is that you put do at the beginning of the sentence before here, because in English, all often appears in front of a noun. Now, in Chinese, don't make this mistake. Do goes before the verb. 好 Now, here, for example, 都 all. So you can say, 爸爸妈妈和白英爱都姓白. Their surnames are all 白. 爸爸妈妈和白英爱都姓白. 姓 is a verb. 都 goes before the verb. Or, they all have pictures. 爸爸妈妈和白英爱都有照片. 有 is a verb. 都有照片. 好 Now, if it's a negation, do goes before the negation. Treat this negation as a verbal phrase. Now, in this case, it means neither A nor B nor C and something. So in Chinese, we don't have a good translation like in English, neither nor for negative case. So use do and make the sentence negative, and it means neither nor. 好 in this case, for example, 王鹏、李友和白英爱 none of them are lawyers. So you say 都不是律师 Excuse me. 王鹏、李友和白英爱都不是律师 All of them are no lawyer, literal translation. It's a total negation. None of them are lawyers. Or, none of them have a Chinese doctor. 王鹏、李友和白英爱都没有中国医生。王鹏、李友和白英爱都没有中国医生。好 Now, basically you need to learn these two things. The third one is called partial negation, which we don't usually cover in this lesson, but just for your information. If you put your do after 不, that means some of them are and some of them are not. If you say 王鹏、李友和白英爱不都是律师, that means one of them or two of them are lawyers, but the other one is not. Okay, so we'll cover this in the future.